Good everyone, and welcome to today's video, and today we have a review on Zhukovsky's I-153 M62 Chaika. I'm personally surprised I forgot to do this one. I've had that many premiums, I've had that many other things to do, I kind of forgot about it. And if I'm going to do the starter pack premium reviews, or like the starter pack reviews that I plan to do, yeah, I kind of need to get this done. So, sorry about that. This was an aircraft that I got back in, I believe, November 2019. I think it was, I think it was one of the premiums I got back then. And I've had this thing for so long and I've not reviewed it, and yet the starter pack for Russia has this as part of it, so I kind of need to get it out. So it's no different than a regular Chaika, other than the paint job. It's a rather nice paint job if I do say so myself. But this aircraft is pretty commonly flown by seal clubbers, if I was to be brutally honest. And as a result, this plane has a bit of a reputation for being a bit of a seal clubber, and it's perfectly warranted in my opinion. This is a plane that is, whilst it is certainly very, very good, I personally don't think this should be given to a new player. Now, whilst I do think it's very good and very strong, the issue is its battle rating. The main reason why I'm saying it shouldn't be given to a new player is because a jump from 1.0 to 2.0 is actually pretty considerable, especially for a new player. And I think there really needs to be like an i15 Biz Premium at like 1.3. I think that would do the majority of the player base better, but even so, it's just one of those things that I would personally change, but of course it's not needed per se because this thing is a very good plane and it does get a lot of down tiers, but it would be something nice to change. So going over the aircraft, we're going to go over the machine guns first. We're armed with four 7.62 Chakas machine guns. They all have different ammunition capacity for some weird reason. This one has 500 rounds, this one has 700 rounds, this one has 750 rounds, and this one has 520 rounds. Terribly sorry if you can hear the wind, because I've got the windows open. It's quite a windy day, unfortunately. Your engine is a Shvetsov, I'm hoping I'm saying that right, M62 9-cylinder radial with a power of 820 horsepower on 100% and 1001 on WEP. WEP is only to be used in important situations, as this does cause the engine to overheat quite a bit, so just bear that in mind. And of course, as you can see under the wings, the Chaika does get access to some very fun little rockets. I personally use the RS-82s because I find these to be working better than the RBS one, well, 82s. I think the RBSs have been nerfed. But if you're not a fan of rockets and you prefer a little bit of extra ground ordnance in general, you do get access to four 50-kilogram bombs. These drop as a pair, so two outer wings first and then two inner, and they're pretty capable. I mean, if you're in this sort of biplane, you can just loop back round and drop a bomb right on the guy's head if you really want to. That's how maneuverable this thing is. Unfortunately, being a biplane, it's not very well armored. It's not amazingly fast, although it's going to be faster than the majority of biplanes that you're going to meet, and can actually keep up with some monoplanes to some extent. It can outturn pretty much anything that you're going to meet. The only real rivals are going to be other Chaikas if you get a mixed battle, the Kai 27 Otsu, and I think that about covers it, other than the Hawk 3, the Chinese premium. But chances are you're going to be in their matchmaking anyway. So for the price of 250 Golden Eagles, or if you buy this thing in the pack, which of course is, I believe it's 9.99, and then you get the T126 included, I'd personally get this plane separate because 250 Golden Eagles, you're gonna have that from the start of the game, and if you really want to like pick a different nation to get a starter premium in that nation, and then you have enough GE for a starter premium of your own, I would definitely pick this one. And this is included if you have the like if you've been playing a long time and you just want something to relax with. This is a perfect plane for it. The other plane I have to review is the Tux Gladiator, which I think is another good candidate, but at the same time, it's nowhere near as fun as this thing is. So, we do have a replay today to showcase this aircraft, but we do have a bit of an incident to discuss because I was with the guys on Discord, and let's just say a funny joke goes horribly wrong in this match, and I think you're all going to enjoy it. So, let's get into it and let's get cracking. So I'm in a four-man squad, and this was just mean. I did not tell the guys to bring this stuff. I said I'll be flying the Chaika. I just need maybe a couple kills, and that'll be fine for a replay, because that'll be fine for a review. I'm not looking for particularly anything amazing. I just want at least 2 kills. That'll do for me. And whilst I did get my 2, I'm officially claiming 3, as you're going to see throughout the course of this match. So, in my squad, I have Teishno with his I-15R, and we have Lionstone Hearted with his CW21. He's a relatively new subscriber to the channel. And we also have Admiral 6Y2, one of my moderators, and also one of my trusted squad mates. As a result, I think you can guess how this match is going to go, considering the enemy team. So the climb rate of the Chaika is pretty good. Obviously, I do have the 8 RS-82 rockets on board. And this is certainly a plane that, as I said, it's notorious for soul clubbing. It's definitely a plane, that was my phone, sorry about that. This is definitely a plane that has its reputation. And if you are a high level player like me, and you're seen flying this thing, chances are you're gonna get a lot of, shall we say, expletives thrown at you. But I didn't get expletives thrown from the enemy in this match, I got it from my own squad mate. I'm not going to tell you who. I'm going to point out when that incident occurs, because it was rather funny and we all died of laughter in the Discord chat. So it starts off rather slow, spending about 5 minutes climbing. And this is kind of what it's like to play a Chaika. Like, you're not going to get into the match first, your team's just going to go in and wreck house. And, well, I decided to pick on this poor CR714. I got a crit in, damaging the tail and the oil system, 1 second burst, and there we go, kill number 1. It's at this moment where the incident occurs. So just before I continue here, what I was planning to do was I was planning to fire a rocket over the top of Admiral 6Y2's CW21. Unfortunately, it seems he likes to pull up into rockets. And, yeah. I was initially aiming for above him, but he pulled slightly too much, which I didn't compensate for, and the rocket landed straight into the back of his CW21. As you can imagine, a lot of expletives were thrown my way, and the banter was pretty unreal in this match. He said he'll get me back, and he did. He got me back in Yu-Gi-Oh! But don't worry, I'll get him back eventually. I'd have gotten him back by the time this video comes out. But for the moment now, there's not really much to do. I'm just going to use the machine guns to ground pound, which this thing does very well. It is definitely a great ground pounding aircraft. And at this moment, we spot the Kai-43 who has dropped his bombs, although in the actual battle, he still had them. So that's a bug. Must be another day in Gaijin land. And Lionstone was initially going to go for it, and I was like, well, I've got the one, I've got 2 kills, if I was to officially confirm that. Mind if I get this one? And he was like, sure, I'll get to turn, and you can have him. And that's the thing, like, if you ever hunt it for footage and you've got guys like this, it's so much easier. So I'm starting to gain on the Key 43, he is starting to pull up for Lionstone, but as you can see, there's the bombs. Short burst, set him on fire. Another burst into the right wing. And there we go. Kill number 3. I know it says 2 kills, 4 ground targets, but yeah, I'm claiming Admiral as my 3rd. just because why not? And plus he's going to hate that. But this is the thing, if you're ever playing with squad mates and you're just having a rough day, either you've come home from work or something like that, or, I don't know, you've just had a rough day playing War Thunder, get this thing and take it out for like 1 or 2 matches. You will have, you'd have calmed down by the time you finish, trust me. That's not to say you should be doing thousands of matches in this thing, but still, this is hands down the best starter premium. Although, I personally wouldn't give a 2-0 aircraft to a new player, but that's just me. And at this point, not much for me to do. And the machine guns, as you've already noticed beforehand, are very good at taking out light ground targets. Little fun fact about the Chaika, actually. There was actually a variant which had a fire rate of over 3,000 rounds a minute. I can't remember what the rate of fire is in the ones in game. I think they're like 1,700 or something. I don't remember. But these fire so fast. Don't be surprised if you burn through your ammunition like I'm doing extremely quickly. And the controllability, being a biplane and being so maneuverable, this thing is amazing at ground pounding, and it's amazing at just outturning anything it meets, pretty much. But I spend the next couple of seconds ground pounding until the match ends, because this Blenheim is about to be shot down. And that pretty much concludes it there. I do end up getting 3 more ground units, and the game ends. So like I said, for 250 Golden Eagles, this is easily the best starter premium, hands down. It's just so fun. It's definitely one that you can rack up some kills with, even if one of them was your bloody squad mate. But it is certainly something that if you ever have a rough day in War Thunder, or you just want to relax really, this is definitely the plane I'd pick. Or maybe the second plane that I've got to review, which you'll be seeing that soon. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys off. I hope you enjoyed today's review on Zhukovsky's I-153 Chaika, and I will see you all on the next one.